Hello everyone and welcome to Math 1314 Online. I wanted to just make this quick intro video to show you a few of the things you should be looking for when you go into each one of these units on MyMathLab. So you'll log into your MyMathLab and you'll see a course titled Math 1314 Web Spring 2019, and you will click on that course. Once you've created your account on MyMathLab, make sure, big thing when you first log in on MyMathLab, make sure that when you initially register that you use your Kilgore College email address. That's the only way I'm allowed to communicate with you due to FERPA laws and different things, so you've got to make sure that's accurate. And also, when I send announcements, it'll send the announcement to your email, so I'll communicate with you weekly or bi-weekly at least with everything going on, send you reminders, different things of that nature. So make sure your email address is accurate. If you need to adjust your email address, you just come up here to where your name is at the top, go to your account, and you'll be allowed to edit your email address there. So just be very aware that it is your Kilgore College email address and not your a personal email address that you have. Now, when you log into MyMathLab, you'll see a home page that looks like this, and you'll see announcements. And so I'll have posted announcements. I have an initial announcement there that you'll read through, and then I will post at least weekly announcements, sometimes more than that. But I'll try to keep you on track in terms of when things are due. Every week you have two due dates for the most part. You have one part of assignments are due on a Friday and the other part is due on a Monday. That's the way I have my classes set up. So, and I'll remind you often of when things are due. So look for these announcements and also check your email because they'll go to your email address as well. And you can expand this and see all the announcements as you go through the semester. The other thing is make sure that you run a browser check. There are a few things that you have to have installed on your computer in order for things to work. So make sure you run that browser check so that you have Flash and some different things that you have to have in order for some of the things within a homework problem to work properly for you. So just take the time to go through and do that. And there, we won't use Learning Catalytics, so you won't need that, but that's just there. And you can also track your overall score and some different things right here. So, big thing is when you first log in, explore these tabs over here. So you have this tab here that says class information. And so underneath here, it's got some different things to help you. The browser check is there again. It's got some orientation questions, some of the requirements for your computer. It's got the tech support if you're ever having technology issues with MyMathLab. Contact me. It may be something that I can give you some pointers on to help you. In some situations, I can't. And in that situation, you will have to contact tech support and let them help you with something. The syllabus for your course is here. It's also on Blackboard and was emailed to you as well. And then all the different services, the zone in Kilgore and Longview, which is tutoring, and all the different things that KC has to offer you is there. And if you want to put your email on your phone so that you can get the emails from me instantly when you just so you can have those reminders and stuff, these will show you how to put an email on your phone. And I haven't done it yet, but I'll also have my office hours and my contact information here for you. It's also on Blackboard as well, but I'll have my contact information there for you in case you need to get a hold of me. That's the biggest thing is I am your instructor for this course. Yes, you are at your leisure in terms of completing assignments, watching videos, and things of that nature, but that still doesn't mean that I'm not here to help you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to facilitate, help you in any way, shape, or form that I can to get through this class. So if you need to come see me face to face, my hours will be there. I do attend a lot of meetings since I am the department chair for math, engineering, and physics. And so if you are going to come to my office, I ask that you email me in advance because sometimes when I have my office hours, I have to be in a meeting. So I don't want you to come by and think I'm going to be there and only to find out that I'm in a meeting. So some advance notice that you're going to stop by is good for me. And save you a trip if I'm going to be in a meeting at that time. If so, we'll work out a time when you can stop by and see me for me to help you. So Here is where your list of assignments are. Um, this is just an optional thing if you want to look through that, to look through some college success modules. It's there for you. Using proper grammar and English and etiquette for an online class, that's there for you when you have to post your discussion boards and communicate with me and communicate with your classmates. That's there for you to as some good reminders. Where you're going to have all your assignments and where you're going to be spending most of your time is under each one of these units. So there's 4 units, so 4 chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and then there's one extra section towards the it's in chapter 8 plus the final exam is this last one here. So you have these, basically think of them as 5 units, 4 chapters, and this last unit mainly is the final exam. So each unit is kind of set up in pretty much the same way, in that when you click on one of these units, it has a link to your textbook. So if you are one of those that likes to read the text in addition to watching the videos that are there, and you want to look at some examples worked out for you, there's your e-text, a link to a whole lot of videos and different things that are there to help you, and then a learning guide is something else that you may find useful to you. If you have a graphing calculator and need a little bit of help with using the graphing calculator is not required for this course. You'll be fine with getting by with just a scientific calculator. You will need something that will do logarithms towards the end of the semester and will do some different things throughout the semester. So a basic 4 function won't work, but any scientific calculator would work for you, and those are a whole lot cheaper than a graphing calculator. On certain phones, you can also download a graphing calculator emulator. So if you want to download that emulator and have that graphing calculator on your phone, you can do that as well. Just as an FYI, in case you're looking for different types of solutions to calculators and different things. The cheaper route is going to be just to buying a scientific calculator. I would say if you're going to take multiple math classes, like after college algebra, if you're going to take trigonometry and take calculus and different things, then I would encourage you to go ahead and purchase a graphing calculator, because you will need that for other classes. If this is your last math class that you're going to need, then I don't know that you want to spend your money, the amount of money it would cost in a graphing calculator. You can get by with just a much cheaper scientific calculator. And most computers on them have scientific calculators. All right, and each one of these units is kind of laid out in the same way. You'll have a discussion board to complete. The first discussion board is not math related. It is basically you introducing yourself. So please make sure you answer each one of these questions. So you can just click respond to post your response to this. Answer each one of these questions 1 through 9, and then on number 10 there, I want you to reply to at least one of your classmates that you don't know well to something that they say about themselves in 1 through 9 here. And say something of value. It can be a personal connection, something else. Be positive in your posts about that. Follow all the netiquette rules you're supposed to follow. It's 10 points for each one. There's 10 questions. So 9 of them are just answering short questions about yourself. And then the 10th one is responding to a classmate. And I've done that as an initial response, and so you can see I labeled them 1 through 9. I asked you to do the same thing. So number 1, first question, my first name is Alex, but I go by Brandon, and you can see a little bit of information. And I, just so you can get to know a little bit about me, I put a little bit of extra information about myself. You don't have to do that. I just need the answer to these 9 questions, and then you respond to a classmate. But there will be one discussion board for each unit. A couple of them will be math related types of things that you'll have to do. And the first one and the last one are not math related. They are just some generic things to get you interacting a little bit. But the two on Unit 2 and Unit 3, both of those will be math related types of discussion boards. So that's where you will do each discussion board. Is there will be a link to each one of them on each one of the unit pages. And when these are due are in the schedule. The weekly schedule is posted back here on the Unit 1. So I emailed you the full schedule, and it's also on Blackboard, but I have it also broken down by each unit, that if you click this link, it will show you step by step what's due week 1, what's due week 2, what's due week 3, and you can see these bi-weekly due dates that I have for most every week that you're dealing with there. Okay? And so you have that schedule, but I will also email you as well. But know that you can always refer to this. And the one on Blackboard is the entire semester, but these are just broken out by each one of the individual units. The big thing about that first discussion board is that verifies your attendance, so to speak, in this course. And so if you don't complete it by Thursday of that first week of school, which is January the 17th, if you don't have that done by that time, I will have to mark you as never attending. And look for an announcement, because I may have to adjust this date if they want that never attending report. The college, I have to submit something to the college about that. If they want it sooner, I'll have to have this sooner. So as soon as you can, get in there and complete that first discussion board assignment, because that's how I am verifying your attendance in this course. If you don't post it by that deadline, you will be dropped from the course for never attending. So keep that in mind. That's extremely important that you do that. All right, so there's your schedule, discussion board, and then each unit basically is made up of discussion board, homework, and then a quiz. So let's talk about the homework. So if you click on here, it'll take you to the homework. Each homework assignment is a video followed by homework. The videos, they are lengthy. It is like if you were going to be sitting in class and listening to me lecture. It is not me in all videos. Some of the videos are me, some of the videos are from the publisher. But no matter whether it's me or someone else, the big thing is take the time to watch the videos, take the time to take notes, just like you would if you were sitting in a classroom. The nice thing about a video is you can pause and you can rewind and different things of that nature. No, they're not going to be the most interesting videos, especially if math is not your favorite subject, but your homework will go so much faster if you will take the time to watch all the videos for each unit. Some of them are going to take you more time than others. These 3 videos combined, so a little bit more than 8 minutes, so we're looking at 23 minutes there, so a little bit more than 30 minutes. Take the time to do that. Watch the videos, take good notes, because the homework will go so much faster. There's no way for me to force you to watch these videos. But I can tell you from past experience in students, if you don't take the time to watch those videos and you try to fumble your way through these problems on your own and click on the Help Me Solves and viewing examples that we'll look at in just a minute, you're not going to be as successful as if you took the time to watch the videos. So please, 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 I encourage you, take the time. If you watch one of these videos and there's something you're not understanding, don't hesitate to email me and ask me for a little bit more of an explanation. We can chat through Blackboard online. So if you can't make it to my office, we can go into a chat room where you can hear me and see me writing, and we can talk that way. So don't hesitate to contact me if you're having trouble and need some help with something. All right. So other thing about the homework, sorry about that, clicked off of that. Each homework assignment that you click on will have, I would say anywhere, some of them are shorter than others, but I would say on average, probably 20 questions on average for most of them. Each homework assignment is pretty much the same. When you click on it, this one says solve and check the equation. So you would multiply through by the common denominator to get rid of the fractions, and you would solve this equation for x, and then down here you would type in your answer for what x is. Now make sure you're very, very careful. Sometimes you have to put x equals in front of stuff, sometimes you don't have to do that. So in this situation, I don't have to do that. It says the solution set, sorry if I could speak, is, and then you would just type in your answer. So I'm going to randomly guess and hope I don't guess the correct answer. So if I put 21 in there and I click check answer, it tells me that that's incorrect. It'll give me a little hint. So I have 3 chances to get this problem correct. If I miss it 3 times, or if you miss it 3 times, then that probably means you need some help with that problem. And so that's where you either need to email me. There are links over here There are some guided examples you can look at to help you solve this. You can go look at the video again. You can go look at the textbook. You can email me from this link right here. You can print your homework. I've seen students print their homework and then go back and type in their answers. So there's a bunch of question helps under here that will help you with this problem. But you can work it until you get the problem correct. Even if you miss it 3 times, so if I do check answer and I miss it, and I do check answer, you see it changed to final check, it tells me that the correct answer was negative 616. And so what it will do is give you a similar question. And so what it will do is it will give you a similar problem, regenerated, and you can rework it 3 times. So there is absolutely no reason why you should not have hundreds for your homework assignments. At the least, you should have an A or a B on all of these homework assignments. And you can work 5 problems and then, click out of it and go back in and finish it, so you don't have to finish it all in one setting. Make sure you save your progress here. And so you have to go through each one of those sections of homework set up the same way: video followed by homework, video followed by homework, and at the very end there'll be a chapter review that you need to work through. It is just a summary of everything in preparation for the actual quiz. And then at the end of each unit, you'll have a quiz for that quiz, and then you'll take the quiz. It is timed. Like I said, it'll count down for you, and you'll just go through and work all the questions. You need to work out your questions nicely and neatly in an organized format, because when you're done with that quiz, you're going to email that work to me. Now, if you don't email that work to me, I will not look over your quiz and award you partial credit. If, after you complete that quiz, if you will scan and send me that work, then I will go in there and look at your quiz and award you partial credit where it's deserved. If I do not receive your work, I will not look at your quiz. That's just the way I have it set up. You have 2 times to take this quiz. The first time you take it, it will show you immediately after you submit what you missed on that quiz. If you are not happy with your grade, then what you will have to do is the study plan here has questions that are similar to what was on your quiz, and it has looked at your quiz that first time you took it and said, okay, well, he or she did not miss these questions, and so I'm not going to make them work problems over these questions. But it will look at what you missed and generate practice problems for you off of what you miss, and you must get to a certain mastery level. And once you've hit that certain mastery level, and most of them are around 70%, some of them a little bit more, 72, 73%, as close as I could get to 70%. Once you hit that mastery level, it will open up and allow you to take the quiz a second time. Make sure you do the honor statement the second time and then take the quiz the second time. Has to be completed by the deadline. So don't wait until the last minute to take that quiz thinking you're going to have time to take it twice, because you're not. Because you'll have to take the quiz, go do the study plan, take the quiz a second time. So work ahead so that you give yourself plenty of time before the due date to take a quiz, because you cannot do a quiz after the due date. If you don't do a quiz by the due date, you will receive a 0 for that quiz. You don't have to take the quiz a second time. If you're happy with your grade the first time, that's perfectly fine. Okay? But either way, if you want me to look over the quiz, you must submit your work to me. So what I do is if you do 2 attempts of that quiz, then I will take the better score. And that is the quiz grade that will go in the grade book for each one of those major quizzes. So everyone is set up the same way: discussion board, homework, quiz. And do them in the order that I ask you to, and you can look at the due date. Sometimes the discussion board won't be till the end of the unit. With this one, the discussion board is the first thing you need to do, but it may be the discussion board is the last thing you need to do. But you've got that schedule to follow through. One other thing, if you like something paper pencil to help you with reviewing for that quiz, then I have a paper pencil review. So this is just a bunch of practice problems that are very similar to homework problems, and then you can look at the key to all of those problems as well. This is not required. This is purely for your benefit to help you prepare for that quiz. So each unit set the same way with those due dates, And then at the end of the semester, you'll have a final exam that you will have to complete for me. I am here to help you at any point in time throughout the semester. So do not hesitate to contact me. You can give me a call on the phone. You can come see me in my office. We can chat on Blackboard. There are different things that we can do for me to help you if it's needed. So don't hesitate to contact me. Underneath here, I'm going to let you look through that. There's other resources, and the e-text of your book is there if you want to look at that. If you want to see your progress throughout the semester, that it's there in the grade book. None of your grades will be on Blackboard. Your entire semester worth of grades will be here on My Math Lab. So everything is self-contained here on My Math Lab for this math course. And like I said, if you have questions, do not hesitate to contact me, and I wish you luck throughout the semester.